This video's definitely longer than the rest of them, but there's a kind of justified reason for that. CapCut ain't giving me but, so I can't really do anything with CapCut. Well, sure, I could just 100 times speed it up and then 100 times it again. I don't know, it doesn't feel right doing that. So instead, I'm gonna tell you a few things about how I even got to this journey. You know, the whole journey of making my YouTube channel. Well, not really making my YouTube channel. Well, my whole story, in fact. Why I have an official, an Empty Imperfection. Why I have that in the first place. Now, this is information I wouldn't really be telling people. So, yeah. So yeah, you're getting very classified information. You don't sell it to data brokers though. So, first off, where the heck did Empty Imperfection even come from? Empty Imperfection came from well, I would say it started from a dream. A dream way back in 2023. Way back in 2023, I had a little dream. There were 4 Powerpuff Girl looking people. Yeah, there were 4 Powerpuff Girl people, and one of them gets corrupted or possessed or something, and then the others have to stop that girl. They eventually do, and then I wake up. And then at school that very same day, I thought to myself, now this is where the classified information comes from. This is stuff only my siblings know of. But essentially what happened at the time of having that dream is that I had this thing. I was a child. I really liked Sonic. So I had this show idea, Sonic the Hedgehog Crossed Universes, where Sonic was basically God, but and also had a lot of video game characters from video games. What am I saying? Yeah, video game characters and video game stuff. So what I thought is that I'll somehow get the budget for this stuff and then collab with everything, even Nintendo. And then I already had a sequel. By the way, I had like no script for this. Man, can you shut up, Truck? Truck's not shutting up. Okay, so I should really get a quiet room sometime. Should I cut this out? Nah, I'm not gonna cut this out. Gotta beat the AI allegations. So, one time... So, I had like a sequel idea for this. I had like no storyline whatsoever. And I already had like a sequels planned, and because I didn't really think of anything else, I couldn't really make my own original characters. I just thought, hey, what if everyone just reincarnated into different people and they had different stories and blah blah. So I had that idea. And at the time of having that dream, I didn't have a sequel idea for Kirby. Yeah, Kirby. I didn't have a sequel idea for Kirby, so I thought, what if I just say that Kirby somehow reincarnated into a girl? Well, oh wait, right, I forgot. And since Kirby was, at the time, what I knew about Kirby is that Kirby's Void Termina, my idea was that, what if Void Termina reincarnated into a girl, and that girl had to go living their life trying to control the beast inside. So what I eventually came up with was Crossed Universes. Yes, I literally just took the name and just shortened it. And then And then eventually I grew up and realized, hell no, I can't do this. I don't have a freaking budget for this. I don't have a budget for any of this. Where am I even gonna get the budget? So then I eventually scrapped that. And then I got something that was similar to how the current Empty Imperfection came out, but it wasn't the same. But then I started watching anime. Jujutsu Kaisen, One Punch Man, Scissor 7, all the animes I watched that time. And I really liked it. And I was also hearing about My Hero Academia and all that stuff. So then I thought, why not? Why not just have that? But yeah, that's kind of how I got to the story we are at today. Just inspired by the others. Anyway, this character that I have, I haven't really colored it, because the way I color my characters is based on their personality, and I also need to have powers. So if you are interested, leave a comment on the video about if I should add powers for this character.